Hello, this blog is on digital disruption. So in all areas of our life, digital technology is disrupting the way we do things, especially in marketing and advertising. It's now easier than ever to disrupt, enabling the startup culture to thrive. Costs are lower, finance is more available, models can be scaled globally, and advertising can be DIY. So disruption is also driven by consumer demand. The old model is breaking down under the new model. And consumers want rapid, seamless, frictionless access, and they don't want to be constrained geographically. They have portable, always-on access and the ability to self-serve. For example, there is Netflix, which has disrupted traditional TV with its simple subscription service. There's Airbnb. They don't own any of their accommodation they rent out, and there's also a relationship where renters can choose who stays in their properties, and they provide more of a DIY process and are now a huge threat to standard hotels and motels. In New Zealand, there's My Food Bag, challenging how we shop by delivering food to our door and also choosing what we cook and kind of how we cook it. Uber is also one of the most successful examples of digital disruption. It's frictionless and we don't have to ring up and spell out where we are a million times. We don't even have to exchange payment with the driver. Our car details are automatically entered in the app, and it's automatic. Dr. Paul Marsden, a consumer psychologist, says that online advertising now is essentially just screen spam. And there is a lot to learn from Uber. And he's listed 3 ways that digital advertising can learn from Uber. Number 1 is that the future of advertising is in convenience tech, and that Uber displays this by making it as convenient as possible to hail down a taxi. Number 2 is they need to own the relationship and not the costs. So Uber doesn't own any cars, Airbnb don't own any of its accommodation, Facebook doesn't create any of its content. Successful brands own the relationship, and Uber fosters the relationship between the supply, in this case the taxis, and the demand, the passengers. And number 3, the third, is having an innovative business model. Uber's innovative business model is having an on-demand service as opposed to the more random traditional taxi hailing. So what do all of these examples have in common, and what are the primary drivers? The primary drivers would be opportunity, innovation, frictionless consumer engagement, convenience, and technology. The primary driver of probably the most popular one of those is digital transformation. This is iterative and evolutionary, allowing disruption in new categories as technology advances. We have moved from an analog environment where knowledge was passed from person to person slowly and was held by experts to a connected, portable, digital environment where knowledge transference is becoming frictionless. And there are now so many more opportunities to view all of this content via mobile. Disruption is also driven by access to information. We consume more and more online now than ever before, and we have portable access 24/7. We can research and find and discuss and share every product and service available to us. So what does this mean for Mars members? There is still some resistance to new technology from some consumers because it's unfamiliar, and they need to see that it will stand the test of time and it isn't a gimmick. Also, nostalgia is a great way to gain trust, as if consumers can see it's familiar, they are more likely to trust it. Businesses are a lot more exposed now and have to be a lot more transparent. So us as Mars members need to be aware of that and implement transparency, I think. Businesses need to be aware that with the technological advances, that there will always be 2 lots of consumers, some that love technology and embrace the development, and some that are resistant and prefer human interaction. So adapting and embracing both of these customers will be a challenge, but key to building trust around new ideas disrupting the market. And John Meacock, Deloitte Managing Partner, says that the boards and managers shouldn't only look at threats of digital disruption, but also the opportunities available to their businesses. Digital innovations and new technologies also provide opportunities to acquire new customers, reduce costs, and be in better touch with your supply chain, as well as getting closer to the customer.